schedule rolls right along.
Right now, how about that pass? That time by Shai.
Timber inside.
How did he come up with it?
And then he does it right back to Shai.
Taking what the defense is giving them and making that extra pass.
Indiana trying to take away those driving lanes of Shai, so he flashes in the paint. And one of the downsides of moving so quickly, they're rushing their shots. They're not getting very good shots. Shai, once again inside, Jay Will.
Two, and he had nowhere to go. Just made a tough shot.
Former Oregon Duck, and Shai with a step back. How about that?
Spots on the penetration. Shai Gilgeous Alexander, that's what he does. One of the tops in the league in steals.
These teams are in the top 10. Kings come in at 6 today. They're usually in the top 5, and OKC is second.
Shai, oh, a little push off, no call. Wow. Isaiah Joe checking in for OKC. Here's Shai Gilgeous Alexander. Doesn't take a lot of them, but he can knock them down. Malik with the feed to Chemezi. Isaiah Joe has been over some heavyweight competition, and you see the confidence of this team as Shai gets into the paint. Giddy, 3-ball, bang. HB on the defense. Shai getting to a spot, rattle.
Defenders trying to keep him out of the paint.
Oh my gosh.
It is raining threes right now. Knew at some point it was going to start to self-correct back in their favor, and Harrison Barnes, who's shooting the three so well as of late, knocks it down.
Harassing Giddy. Little stutter step drive spin for Gilgeous Alexander. And he's heating up back-to-back buckets. In the Western Conference, he should garner some MVP votes. I know he won't get it, but...
Do you remember, was it just a season ago when that third quarter was the bane of their existence?
Joe, wow, Isaiah.
Whether it was a hard one or not, it was certainly sold, and it was a foul.
Oh, Shai Gilgeous. Shai on the backdoor cut. Shai trying to go one-on-one over De'Aaron Fox. And I tell you, oh, and he gives the team foul. As Shai and the Kings fall asleep here on
the road, 8 and 15. Now Gilgeous Alexander working on Murray. The fall away is good. Someone said on with 8 points so far. Gilgeous Alexander on the dribble drive. In the lane, got it. Despite being surrounded by 2 Nuggets. Jay Will, baseline. Shai Gilgeous Alexander. On the run, lay it up and in. And a foul. Kenrich Williams. Gilgeous Alexander on the run. Inside, put it up and in.
When you don't have Nikola Jokic that draws so much defensive attention, it's a lot harder to score.
Gilgeous Alexander, that's his specialty, and he knocks it in.
Did have time to get back, beat the transition offense for the Nuggets, but that's when Bruce Brown got him.
Gilgeous Alexander a little bit out of control. Kenrich wins 12-8.
That's money from Murray, too, anytime you can get in that low post. He's masterful down there.
Murray's got 14 here in the first half as Gilgeous Alexander on the hustle. This is trouble. Nuggets double. And Gilgeous Alexander scores anyway.
So much space when he does that. He knows exactly how much to put on the basketball, too.
Now Gilgeous Alexander getting around KCP. Boy, first half, all 14 in the paint. Here he goes again. And the shot was tipped.
Plays we're seeing from Zeke Naji getting up sky high to block shots.
This is something that we haven't seen a whole lot of as Gilgeous Alexander maneuver. Gilgeous Alexander knocks it in. So sponsors. 66-62. Nuggets playing catch up. Gilgeous Alexander again. And Gilgeous Alexander drops one in. One stop here. Giddy trying to find somebody. Inside, off the glass. Good shot, say Gilgeous Alexander.
At the start, late in that fourth quarter, was that 3-pointer by Kenrich Williams.
Another one was SGA. What a pass. 7 rebounds per game And the Hawks really suffered when he missed a bunch of time with a calf injury. Shai takes a little contact on the arm, and he will go to the line. A timeout, but he's going to stay in the game. Now he's across the timeline. Shai, quick offense, baseline shot, rattles home. Here's Giddy again as they put him in the post. Oh, Shai had the seal on DeJounte Murray, and Giddy puts a little flip. It's the three. So we should mention that Ousmane Dieng playing for the first time with the Thunder since December.
Tied up at 34 here. Right at 2 minutes remaining.
Trying to say just because they came back to sea level. Oh, what a spin move, SGA. Boy, Giddy did everything but finish. SGA off the miss, wide open. Cans the...
Out that time by Lou Dort into the body of Capella. Just moved him away from underneath the basket.
Shai, what a move, slithering his way to the cup. Boy, SGA and then a late whistle.
55%.
Shai once again sees a crease right at DeJounte Murray, a good defensive player. And Shai once again wants the screen from Muscala. Attacks, and he's going to get himself another and one. That's a third one. Bogdanovich lobs it back over to Capella, and Shai sniffed it out, and so did Dort on the backside of the play. SGA puts his head down and then powers it down. Point land in the length of J-Dub caused the problem, caused the turnover. 3-on-2. Kenridge, glide.
Now you got there late, but still just to know you can close out on a guy sometimes affects his shot.
Well, Shai's been going right at the cup all night. And if we get a 2-for-1, Shai finds an open man. How about Jack?
Late in the game, Thunder will gladly take that.
Well, the Hawks keep deploying Bogdanovich on Shai. Easily skies up, ball tapped out to Shai. He'll pull up and score the deuce. Monitoring the shot clock with the game clock. Nice feed inside, J-Dub right through. Time to work with on the shot clock for Shai. It's right around Okoro, and a little bit of length, has to get it up, and somehow...
La agarraron los Thunders, la ganó Alexander, la suelta y adentro.
Do his work here. Folks, he's been here a long time. You saw one of the best.
And Shai's been one of the best this year.
He's pretty crafty off the bounce.
SGA, game clock at 2, steps back, wants the three to beat the buzzer, and does beat the three. Beat the Thunder after the help defender came over on Mobley. As Muscala lets it fly, he'll streaking across that baseline, but LeVert was with him. What Shai does here with Allen. Steps outside and puts it up right over the top of Allen's outstretched arm. So smooth.
Jared Allen.
Oh, and that time Wiggins didn't foul. Got it clean. On the entry pass is Giddy, slides right. Shai on Okoro, too much speed. Just a blitz right to the rim.
And it's hard to do when a defense is sick.
For OKC. Now Shai makes his move on LeVert. Kicks it out to an open J-Dub three, and he's...
Oh, man. Like a mock draw to the flame.
Man, not bad at all.
And not they will, who just knocked down that three. Rookie out of the University of Arkansas.
Shai's going to shoot right over the top of Garland and tie this game at 76. Then OKC took the lead here in the fourth quarter. Still has the lead coming up on the 5-minute mark with Shai going to work. Tough shot from the fadeaway.
The little things that don't show up on the stat sheet that make a big difference at this point in the ballgame, folks.
J-Dub fires from three. Allen coming up, trying to get that trap. Near the timeline, Shai knows exactly what to do. Nothing he hasn't seen so far. J-Dub hoists up another three and hits. You got to be worried. This Warriors team likes to push. There is a beautiful cut with 3 threes in the first quarter. Shai with time. Got across the timeline. Veers in. Left-handed layup beats the clock with 0.4 seconds. Shai pushes. Got to watch out from behind. Kept possession, and he leans into that one. And so that's 4 quick points for SGA. It is college ball at UCLA. Shai stops on a dime. He'll fade, and there's another deuce for SGA.
And it's hard to stay attached to him because they set a lot of screens for him to free him up.
It's the ball movement, or excuse me, the movement away from the basketball. Jalen Williams.
I'm just saying, man. I'm trying to understand it.
Isaiah Joe on the other end. Not a full minutes. With Shai bouncing off of Wiggins again from the baseline. That time he got it to go.
Once again.
Nice flash, SGA, a little ball fake. Trying to dry up for Golden State.
And it's good defense there by the Thunder. See if they can continue to build on that.
And Shai's going to get the extra bounce off the rim and an old-fashioned three-point play. And all he did was take a little screen and a step back, which is what makes him so lethal. Shai is going to get the hop off the front of the rim. Got the air ball, played that great initial defense. Shai once again on Kuminga and then banks it home. Going right back to the line. And Shai had the 13 points in the third as the Thunder make their push. Shai wants the three and got the three. And he turns the corner. Shai will drive, slip, and the reverse straight up inside.
They're starting to look to Eric Gordon to make those plays. You trust him with the basketball in his hand.
And an easy one there for incredible.
I mean, that pass, and it was under control. He wasn't guessing, and you see SGA, you just saw.
Gilgeous Alexander.
Jason Nix got his. Those games, those little two starts that he had just did wonders for his confidence.
Three ball.
Oh, wow, that's tough.
Gilgeous Alexander. Yeah, if Mark Daigneault gets this group into the playoffs,
you're not going to get a charge. You do it the way JT did it. You got to punish those guys.
Or you just rip away a piece of his jersey like Volker.
Returning after missing the last 3 games with the calf injury. Shai goes right at the rookie and just
Let's go in the bucket.
And now he creates this steal with the long arms and then spins it home. Here's game that he is just so physical and smart in his ability to get to his spot, just like he did right there as he pulls up right over Nix, and he's got himself a shot clock, but short on the shot. And a rebound for SGA. Boy, look at him just break down the defense as he chisels.
A wide open layup partner, as you pointed out. But we'll gladly take that.
Oh, Shai, he's busting everything out, showing the whole array. But it was the ability to get inside and get to the free throw line. Shai, once again, just using his muscle and his physicality. Tied up that time, Shai just took it right away. Boy, he has played a physical brand of basketball, once again leaning into the layup as he goes end to end. Of the rim on Muscala. Shai gets it up, Giddey, another scope.
Area the Thunder really cleaned up. We talked about that. They got a 23-12 advantage on the glass.
And Shai trying to run down that shot clock, at least somewhat. Now he stops on a dive. Jabari Smith never stood a chance. Boy, that is just filthy work.
That's really impressive considering how that was such a factor. Firing on all pistons as the Thunder are.
Look at
half of basketball. There's another
youngest teams in the NBA. SGA to Muscala. Oh, that's a little dark look.
That big lead in the first quarter, plus 19 with 38-point first quarter.
Oh, look at Shai just dancing and then shooting right over the top on Garuba.
You know, you want to get out there and make an impact. He's making an impact for the Rockets right now.
He's trying to defend Shai in isolation, and it's no contact.
That's just 8 points. Put that in perspective. The Thunder have 20.
Shai Gilgeous Alexander, one guy doesn't guard him. Aaron Wiggins.
Jonathan Kuminga's defender to close out to him, though.
The Warriors won 128-120 at OKC. Gilgeous Alexander laying it in. Took it away from him.
He's a better defender than you think.
And Giddey's 6th pick in the draft. Kuminga the 7th pick in the draft. Taken right after him.
Instead, get Klay Thompson a look.
You know where Gilgeous Alexander wants to go. He sets up Aaron Wiggins.
Cut him off. And a lot of times he's doing that to pass. I love him being aggressive.
Gilgeous Alexander creates some space and dropping in the jumper.
Left him open.
Gilgeous Alexander again to the mid-range. He's got 8 already on 4 of 6 shooting. Isaiah Joe pushing ahead. Gilgeous Alexander, you know where he's going. They skip past to Trey Mann and 3. Warrior double figures. He might be the only one you need. Shai Gilgeous Alexander, clever pumps Bay Area. The All-Star Teacher Award is just terrific. Kenrich Williams used the rim nice. 18 of 38 on 3s. Something else. Gilgeous Alexander. And when he doesn't get fouled, he still can hit.
Davis finishes it.
Inside, Shai Gilgeous Alexander elevates for the jam. For the King. Gilgeous Alexander with the left hand lays it in. Muscala again left open.
And Muscala.
Pretty good defender, great cutter.
He draws the Gilgeous-Alexander call right here. Gilgeous-Alexander gets a friendly bounce. Gilgeous-Alexander lost the handle, kicks it. Wiggins got it. Three-pointer in the Cooley's
Baseline drive.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander pulls the cord, knocks down the jumper. Westbrook, Gilgeous-Alexander, little turnaround. Oh, spicy. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
In front of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they want to see multiple contests, not just the first one, and they don't want to foul him.
Yeah, well,
Gilgeous-Alexander with 5 to shoot. Got Bryant on him. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to get himself some space and knocks it down.
wow, Brian Schroeder had him bottled up.
Bench might see him come back at the end of this third quarter. 6 points away from breaking the record. Here is Joe, and Joe sticks the shooter. Thunder lighting it up from three-point range. And Gilgeous-Alexander, that's the other part of it. Gilgeous-Alexander's threat inside as he lays it in. And Muscala runs it down. That ball bounced twice. Gilgeous-Alexander buries a three.
To win this game, and he's got less than 4 minutes to do it. And they bounce underneath, and Kenrick Williams finds him.
And I think that's difficult for a lot of teams to figure out, well, how do the Thunder play?
Shai, what a hesitation. Sweet move inside with the great defense. No call, leads to the run out. SGA, and he will put it down. And Jeremy, 4th leading scorer in the NBA in Lillard, and the 5th leading scorer in the NBA in SGA. All right, thank you, Paris. And he has been great the last 6 games in particular, averaging over 9 points, taking 9 charges. SGA once again wiggles his way right to the cup for the deuce.
I'll tell you,
Looks like an automatic dunk as SGA, boy, lower the...
It's like a riverboat gambler, just have a short memory and start playing.
And Shai able to hang in the air long enough.
Second quarter. They're going on a nice little 12-1 run. And how about this? Once again, passing the basketball, passing each other.
Again, dwindling down, and Grant turns it over. Thunder try to create an odd-man rush. It is SGA, and those big, long strides. That one pinballs out. Shai looking for some space. Got downhill, sidesteps the defense, and he's got another layup.
He's so explosive around the basket.
Now Shai's turn. He will spin right on Little, who can't do anything to slow down.
I mean, what, 60% of teams' offenses are pick and roll?
And Shai just glides his way right to the...
Made it very clear to officials, I'm not reaching, I'm keeping my hands inside.
Oh, and Shai right down the lane. Just dismisses the Portland defense. Has some sparkle to it.
Well, every now and then he shows you something you hadn't seen before. That's a nice move to escape the defense. And he went right to the bucket and gave the Thunder their 60.
Clutch time minutes, all 5 clutch time minutes. We're in clutch time here. As Lillard again off on the 3, so Shai drives, dunks, and there's the jam for Thunder lead. Another fantastic game with the Blazers. Shai getting to his spot and goes high off the glass.
Loose it, gets it back, nearly had it stripped away, throws it into traffic, and there's another turnover. The bounce pass to Williams, and he dunks it in and gets a foul. Thunder lead by 12.
No time. The Pelicans need him as SGA Slicer had to slow down Damian Lillard after his 20-point first quarter on Friday, as Shai's going to barrel in and take a bump from Jones. That one drops it against Cleveland. Was another loss. They were in a free fall in January. SGA right around Valanciunas, then switches hands, goes up with the left. So Willie Green going deep into his bench. There is Isaiah Joe, the high arcing 3.
Paycom Center, witness it. I got a lot of witnesses.
Shai was able to dribble out of that double team. There's a wide open Joe, and he burns the defense. And you can do it in practice. Right now the Thunder trying to do it in the middle of the game as Shai acrobatically with the reverse in transition.
Showing you his hops as well.
SGA rifles it cross court. There is
to strip him of the basketball.
Just determined. And now Shai, body going away from the rim, still able to flick it down.
And all these shots were falling in the first half.
Oh, Shai, blast right by Joe.
And one. on a play like that in transition.
Get it done on both ends. Jones had a hand in the face. There's a little step back from Shai. And now he took it right back from Ingram. Can he save it out of bounds? Flings it over to Shai up ahead. J-Dub right back to him. And the finish. More of a defensive presence than anything else. Isaiah Joe. That three is good.
5 free throw attempts already.
Shai, the long stride, and then he leans in, and the scoop. Chip Green's offense has been humming along. There's the rebound to Shai. Shai putting his head down, eyes the rim, and scores at the
free throws, folks.
You gonna clear out Homeland of all their popcorn for the next week, Mike? Oh, Shai plays through it. Count the bucket plus the foul.
You know, they're what you call riding stars, and.
No, Harris and Nick, they've been an elevate quarter. Shai feeling out of Washington. Knew where the outlet was. It was J-Dub spotted up the basketball and serves up a three.
Yeah, and Shai's got a couple assists like that he did one moments ago. And here's another one right here. Young players, just move without the basketball. Make yourself available. Like you've seen Lou Dort do. J-Dub.
Yeah, but Simon's got hurt.
The last game?
He got hurt. Oh, boy, Shai muscles it up. Jason Tatum and Simons is hurt.
Wow, that's a tough finish again by SGA if they're going to give him that with an.
I'm going Lillard. All right, 2-on-1. Final possession, possibly. Shai with a little exclamation point here to end the third quarter.
Led by SGA, Gilgeous Alexander.
Speaking of SGA drives, and he is ranked #1 in the NBA in drive. We watched him warm up. That's the shot he's been practicing. A straightaway three. There's a nice dish down inside. The rebound is out to Gilgeous Alexander. Euro steps inside, left-hand layup, good.
Good extra hustle by Giddey that time. Missed one right at the front door, but stayed with it. Tipped it out of Kepler's hand. On offense by JC, but what OKC wants to do is to get you in their pace of game. Right? They don't have the break. They don't worry about it. They're going to come down and be that kind of patient. Watching them work out there. It's a nice rebound. Doesn't have the power dunk, but he finesses it off the glass.
Norton Tucker, 1 of 7 in the first half. Opens up with a 3-ball. Step back jumper, good. Tap it in. Kessler was straight on. Cutting inside, and the bucket. Big rebound. Over the back of Dunn. SGA goes back to work. Scoop it, score it, and a free throw. Puts his hands up on SGA somehow. Able to break away and roll it up inside for 2. And that ends the third quarter. Multiple games. Coach's decisions. Did not play. 2-point game. And that's the value of Gilgeous Alexander.
Been there before, and hopefully that adrenaline's still going, but
the Gilgeous Alexander one-on-one with THT. SGA against THT, hangs on that pivot foot and rolls it in. Ball comes loose, stolen. THT gives it up, a runner to the rack, and an easy 2.
Jazz a couple of days ago, a little behind the back pass from Giddey. There's SGA, first shot, wasted no time, beats the buzzer, got it up over Clarkson, and just one foul called. SGA, boy, just totally detached from Clarkson, took him right out of the picture. Horton Tucker leaned into that one. Giddey another rebound, Shai open, pulls the trigger, and knocks down the 3.
Of sending him to his teammates because that's a nice block that time by Shai. That's why that 6'11" wingspan is to his advantage.
And he's going to take it all the way to the other end. Sidestepping the defense, actually inserted into the game. Shai already with 11. What a ball fake. As the defense went right by him, and Shai then shows the touch with a bank. Jazz get a rare transition opportunity. It's Kessler finishing it off. So he's got a couple of made baskets. Shai missed the first one, sticks with it, and the second on Dallas. Game-winning shot from Kevin Durant. Dallas could not answer from Luka Doncic, and SGA right out of the timeout pushed the lead for the Thunder.
Lauri Markkanen collided in the first game in Salt Lake City against the Thunder and broke his nose.
Dort goes right by and right.
Both quarters from the field.
Oh, Shai read the play perfectly. Jumps the passing lane. Horton Tucker, easy call. That's going to be a foul plus the bucket for SGA. As Isaiah Joe returns to action. I don't know if that pass was intended for Dort or SGA. Either way, it works out. Got in deep in the interior. Wiggins had that one punched away. Shai able to dive for it. There is Isaiah Joe, beats the shot clock. Trying to defend SGA on this end, but SGA already 32 points in the game. Now the switch on to Clarkson. Veers right, pulls up, and SGA sticks the mid-range.